Hey, it's Carlsson from Sertus. I hope you're getting on okay in lockdown. Today is the first of our 2-Minute Tuesdays. Now this is where we take a topic from smoke control and we give ourselves 2 minutes to cover it off. Let's see how we go. Let's start the timer. So today's topic is what is smoke and why is it a killer? So smoke is made up of 4 main components. There's the particulate matter that you can see. Now this particulate matter is actually soot or carbon. And what happens is it goes down inside your lungs, and inside your lungs you have things called tubercles. And tubercles are the parts of the lungs that transfer the oxygen from the atmosphere into your bloodstream. Now, if 60% of these tubercles get covered by particles, unfortunately oxygen starvation will occur and that will lead to death. Moving on, the next item is poisonous vapours. Now poisonous vapours will settle on your skin and on your eyes and they'll really burn, they'll cause chemical burns. Next we have toxic gases. Now toxic gases can take many different forms, and they're primarily caused by burning furniture and different items that we find within our homes. The first of these is carbon monoxide. Now carbon monoxide, when it gets inside your lungs, it gets transferred to your bloodstream. In your bloodstream you have hemoglobin. This is the part of the red blood cell that carries the oxygen around the blood. When carbon monoxide bonds with hemoglobin, you get carboxyhemoglobin. And this means that oxygen molecules can no longer bond with that red blood cell, at least for a certain period of time. And again, this leads to oxygen starvation and death. Next up is hydrogen cyanide. We've all heard of cyanide. Hydrogen cyanide is basically a gaseous version of the same thing. It's poisonous and it'll kill you. Then we have phosgene gas. And for those of you who remember your history lessons, phosgene gas was what was used to poison ground troops in World War I. And its effects are the same in a domestic fire scenario. It will burn all wet organic material. So your throat lining, your lungs. It's not pleasant. And then we have heat. Now sometimes when you hear smoke ventilation systems, you hear the term SHEV. And this is smoke and heat exhaust ventilation. It's just as important for us to get the heat out of the building as well as the smoke, because heat will lead to structural collapse. Not only will it lead to structural collapse, but the body tolerance to heat is actually quite low. Studies have shown that at 60 degrees Celsius mixed with water vapour, that's enough heat to burn the lining of your throat. And then at 200 degrees C, convected heat, that's enough to start causing skin burns. So when a domestic fire starts off at 300 degrees C and burns right the way up to 900 degrees C, we've got a problem on our hands when it comes to heat. Finally, there's the psychological effects of smoke. So it may seem strange to you, the psychological effects of smoke. Well, how difficult would it be for me to walk out the door, walk down the corridor and out? Well, studies have shown actually that people would rather return to a danger zone, so a burning room or apartment, than actually pass through a smoke-filled area where they don't know what's happening. And these psychological effects are part of the things that we have to take into account when we carry out fire engineering. So there you have it, the 5 reasons why smoke is a killer. Thanks for watching. I'll be glad of your comments below and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.